No, 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 not out here. Not with that door still open and everyone 6 feet away. I can hear the music. I can still hear it. They are right there. Please, just not here. Please, not here. I know you're not doing this to hurt me. I know that. But your face right now is doing the thing it does when you've already made up your mind and you're just trying to find the softest version of the sentence, and there's mascara on your cuff. I did that. I put that there. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I ruined your... That's gonna set if you don't... I don't even know why I'm saying that right now. I don't know why that's the thing coming out of my mouth. Because it's easier than asking you what your face just meant. Don't use that voice on me. That slow, measured voice. You only get like that when something's already decided and you're just managing the landing. Did you bring me out here to leave me? Just tell me. Did you? Sophie, inside, right now. He's with me. We're fine. Sorry. I'm still covering for us while I'm falling apart on you. I don't know how to stop doing that. I've been watching you slip somewhere I couldn't reach all night, and every time I tried to get closer, you just swallowed whatever you were about to say. I felt it. I felt every single time. So please, downstairs, curb, car, anywhere without witnesses. If you're gonna say the real thing, say it somewhere I don't have to survive it in public first. No, keep walking. Keep walking. If we stop right under the stairs, they're still gonna wander out here one by one, pretending they needed air. And I swear to God, if anybody gives me that soft face right now, I will actually lose my mind. Please keep walking. Did you already know tonight was gonna end like this? Because I need you to answer that exactly, not kindly. Did you pick the restaurant, sit through dessert, hold my hand under the table, knowing you were about to cut me loose? What? You didn't plan the sentence. Great. That does not make me feel better. That just means you sprung it on both of us because you couldn't take it anymore. You've been drifting. Don't look at me like that's news. I felt it in stupid little places, in the half second before you text back, in the way you started saying goodnight, like a period instead of an invitation. Did you think I wouldn't notice? Right. You knew I noticed. Of course you did. Then why say we need to talk like that? Why with that face? Why right after everyone sang and laughed and your hand went cold in mine? I didn't hear a single word after it. Not one. My whole body just dropped. And please don't tell me to go back upstairs. I am not walking back in there to smile through this with eyeliner in my mouth. Take me somewhere smaller. Somewhere without witnesses. If this is ending, I need the walls to keep it. If it isn't, then please, I need you to prove that before I fall apart any worse. Close the door. Close the door. Not because I'm being dramatic. Okay, maybe a little because I'm being dramatic, but mostly because I cannot hear that rooftop music behind this conversation anymore. It's making me feel completely insane. Just you. Just this. Fine. I need you to understand something ugly. The second you said, "We need to talk," I stopped hearing English. I know you kept speaking. I know your mouth kept moving. I know there were probably reasonable words after it. I did not get them. My brain just went, there it is. He's done. Because I've been rehearsing for weeks how to be easier, how to be less intense, how not to ask twice when I wanted reassurance the first time. Did you notice I was doing that tonight? No, of course you didn't. That was the whole trick. If you do it right, it just looks like you're suddenly low maintenance. And I hate that I did that. I hate that some part of me thought if I came in prettier, lighter, funnier, you might choose me more carefully. That's humiliating. You don't even know the version of me that spent 40 minutes deciding not to say one needy thing in the car on the way here. Congratulations. She is dead now. So I'm going to ask one more time, and I need the actual words after the ones that wrecked me. What were you trying to say out there? Okay, no, I'm listening. Slower than that. I need something in me to believe you enough to keep listening. Wait, that's what you meant. Not goodbye, just that you couldn't keep pretending this was casual while I kept acting like I had one foot out the door. Oh my God. That is so much crueler, actually. Because now I have to sit here and recover from a breakup that did not even happen. No, don't smile. Very funny. You do not get to find me cute in the middle of cardiac arrest. I almost died beautifully for nothing. And before you say for nothing, no, not for nothing, for miscommunication, which is somehow so much more embarrassing. I was drifting because I got quieter. I got quieter because I liked you too much and started trying not to scare you. You got quieter because you liked me too much and thought I was backing away. That is disgusting. We're actually the same flavor of ridiculous. Did you really think I wanted out? Wow. Then listen to me. If I want out of something, I go bright and charming and impossible to pin down. I do not cry in heels on a side street and ruin your shirt. I do this when I care. Too much, too soon, in a way that makes me feel 17 and stupid. That's the truth. There. Enjoy it. So no, I don't want to go back upstairs. And no, I don't want a neat little reset like none of that happened. I want somewhere private where I can stop shaking long enough to tell you the rest. Are we going to your place? Okay. Good. Drive. Don't turn into the gentleman version of yourself now. Please don't. I know we are out of the blast zone, but I'm still in it a little. If you start talking to me like I'm fragile glass, I'm gonna think you only kept me because I cried hard enough. And I need that not to be true. Please tell me that's not true. So answer something for me without cushioning it. After all of that, after the scene, the mascara, the begging, the friend management, the absolute public ego death of it all, do you still want me? Are you sure? Okay. Again. Cleaner. I want the sentence without mercy in it. That landed. I hate that it landed, because now I can feel how scared I've actually been. Not just tonight. Like, for weeks. I kept waiting for you to get tired of how much room I take up. I kept trying to shrink before you could ask me to. Which is pathetic because you don't even like me small. You like me loud and difficult and all over the place. And instead of trusting that, I started doing this eerie little self-edit where I took the sharpest parts out before I handed them to you. Did you feel that? Yeah, I knew you did. There's one thing I haven't said right yet. The reason I panicked wasn't just, please don't leave. It was worse. It was, please don't let them see you leave. That part is so ugly, I almost kept it. But if we're doing real now, you need the ugly part too. And there's an ugly part in you too. Not bad ugly, human ugly. The kind I only caught tonight because you got so still it scared me. Do you know what I think I saw? Okay, when things go public, you go flat. Not because you stop feeling, because you start feeling too much, and the idea of strangers watching it happen makes you lock every door at once. You would rather sound cold than let random people hear your real voice shake. That is why you looked almost cruel out there. And I think that's why my panic made you quieter instead of bigger. You weren't detached from me. You were trying to get me out of the line of fire without giving the crowd anything to stare at. Even your calm voice wasn't calm. It was containment. Am I right? Yeah, really. I know I am. That's why I followed you, you know? Under all the damage, I knew you were still turned toward me. If you were really leaving, you'd have gone smooth, polite, final. Instead, you looked sick. You looked like somebody trying not to bleed in public. I know that look better than I wish I did. So maybe we scared each other with the exact same wound from opposite directions. I thought your calm meant distance. You thought my performance meant escape. And all either of us was really doing was hiding in plain sight. That matters more than you think. That's almost funny. Not funny yet, but almost. No, don't open the door and then disappear into host mode. I can't handle make yourself comfortable energy after what just happened. If you're letting me in, let me in like I'm still your girlfriend and not a weather event that followed you home. Thank you. I need to say the part I wasn't gonna say at all. For weeks, I've been rehearsing how to be easier to love. I answered slower so I wouldn't look eager. I cut jokes in half so I wouldn't seem like too much. I acted less jealous, less needy, less me. Did you know I was doing that? Of course not. That was the whole humiliation. Because if you had walked away from me back there, I think I would have... Don't ask me to finish that. I hate that it even exists. Just know it scared me how fast my whole life shrank down to whether you were still standing in front of me. And yes, public begging terrified me after the fact. Not while it was happening. After. When I heard my own voice in my head and realized how naked it sounded. But the worst part wasn't that I begged. It was that some awful little part of me still thinks begging is the only version of need people believe. I know. That's bad. So before we go 1 inch further tonight, tell me this is not pity. Tell me you're not keeping me because I cracked in front of you and now you feel responsible. Okay. I believe you enough to stay in the room with it. That's a start. Come closer when you say things like that. Wait, no, closer. If you're gonna tell me you were scared too, you don't get to do it from the other side of the room, like we're negotiating rent. There. Better. See how different my whole body gets when your voice is near me? It's annoying. You thought I was getting ready to leave you. Really? That part is still breaking my brain a little because I have been over here privately imploding, trying to look chill, while you were doing your own version of exactly that. We are so embarrassing. Very cinematic. Absolutely no survival instincts. Tell me what you were trying to say before I detonated. The whole thing. Don't protect me from the intensity now. You wanted us to stop acting halfway. You wanted me to stop talking like I could take or leave this when you already knew you couldn't. Yeah, I heard that one. Then here is my matching piece. I couldn't take or leave this either. I was just trying to outrun how obvious it had gotten, which, wow, did not work. Were you really jealous of the way I talk to everyone when I'm nervous? Oh my God, that's adorable. Horrible timing, but adorable. Mine too. I hated every girl who made you laugh tonight. So now we have said the humiliating, symmetrical truth, and neither of us has died. Good. That's progress. Hold still for a second. No, don't answer that. Just do it. I need one clean moment where my body learns you came closer after I scared you, not before. Can I ask the one that makes me feel the most pathetic? I need you to be careful with the answer, but not gentle with it. The thing that terrified me after the rooftop wasn't just losing you. It was this horrible certainty that if I am ever hardest to hold, people go reasonable and leave. They get calm. They get mature. They get gone. That belief has teeth. It lives in me deeper than I want. So when you went quiet out there, it hit that exact place, and suddenly I was not a grown woman in good shoes anymore. I was just somebody begging not to be too much in public. Do you understand why that wrecked me? Yeah, okay. I need something selfish. Say, I'm here, just like that. No, again, slower. Really. There it is. That did something immediate. I hate how immediate. I also love it a little. Because that sentence doesn't sound reasonable. It sounds staying shaped. It sounds like somebody putting their weight on the side of the scale that has me on it. That's what I wanted back there, and didn't know how to ask for without sounding feral. Too late, I guess. Sounded feral anyway. So if I go strange for a second, that's why. Something in me is relearning the room. Not fixing, just loosening. Keep being exactly this clear with me, and I can do a lot more honesty than you think. Don't move yet. Let me keep hearing it in my head once more. You still have it on your sleeve. That little black mascara mark on your cuff. I did that when I thought you were about to leave me. Don't wash it tonight, please. I know that's a weird thing to ask. I need proof you saw me at my absolute worst and didn't step back. Because you didn't get the fun version of me tonight. You got the ruined one. Makeup gone, voice shaking, pride honestly nowhere. And you stayed in the room anyway. You have no idea what that does to somebody who was already halfway convinced she'd been too much. So answer one last thing and don't make it prettier than it is. When you wake up tomorrow, are you still gonna want this when it's daylight and I remember every embarrassing second of tonight? And really, okay, that hit a lot lower than I planned for. Then don't go careful on me now just because I cried. That makes it worse. Come here, closer. No, closer than that. If you're choosing me, I need to feel the choosing, not just hear the words from across the room. I don't need you to fix the scene in my head anymore. Just don't put distance back between us tonight. Stay close enough that my body stops waiting for you to change your mind. And in the morning, if I get shy and try to laugh this off, be kind for 10 seconds. Then kiss me like you meant staying.